Hi everyone, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. Today we are going to be looking at a fairly traditional knife produced in France but not mainly meant for use in France. This is a variant of the douk. This is El Baraka. We're going to talk about the variants of the knife in just a second. But these are made by MC Cognet, which is a company out of Thiers, France. Thiers being to France what Zollingen is to Germany or Sheffield is to England. It's really the knife capital of the country. These came out first in 1929, and they were produced for use in the French colonies in the Pacific. They are made of this rolled sheet metal, and then there's a symbol on it. Now, on the originals that came out in 1929, the symbol is a douk, which is supposedly a Melanesian spirit or figure that the designer of the knife saw in a book about Melanesia. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that was the original version of this knife. Now, the French didn't just have colonies in Oceania, the Pacific. They also had colonies elsewhere like Africa, particularly North Africa. Now, the douk wasn't really culturally appropriate for North Africa because most of the people who live there are Islamic, and the religion forbids the representation of humans or animals or gods, spirits. And so they came out, they changed basically the symbol on it for the El Baraka model. And this is the one, everybody talks about the douk being this knife that was used in assassinations and things in Algeria during the revolution. In most cases, it was actually this model, the El Baraka, rather than the original douk. Rather than the douk spirit, the El Baraka has the Croix d'Algadez, or the Cross of Algadez, on it. This is a symbol that is used by the Tuareg, who are ethnically Berber, and it is the symbol of Algadez, Niger. The town is about 100 to 110,000 people. It's located in the Sahara Desert, and sort of like Timbuktu in Mali, Algadez was a town that first arose about the 14th century and became a major trading post with caravans going from sub-Saharan Africa up to the Mediterranean. It would be a way stop. And this is the symbol of the town, this Cross of Algadez. Maybe a little closer look there. There are also a couple of other versions of the douk. There's, and my French is rusty, but le courriel, which means the squirrel, and that was produced primarily for the domestic French market, and it has a picture of a squirrel on it. But this was the one that was primarily sold in North Africa, places like Algeria. The rolled steel, very basic, sort of like the Black Cat knife from Ottermesser that we took a look at a while back. There's a back spring inside, so this is a slip joint, and it does have a half stop, and it does have a pretty strong pull. I would give it a 6. The knife is made of carbon steel. I don't know exactly what. I'm going to guess something like a C75, but I may be wrong on that. And it is in this sort of Turkish clip, sort of reminiscent of a scimitar. Not a bad knife. It is a very basic blade, but put together pretty well. Actually, I was kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I did want to get one just for the historical aspects of it. So glad I picked it up. Hope you found this look at this knife interesting. As you can see, it is, about 4 1/4 inches. I guess I never did measure the blade. Let's take a quick look. It is 3.5 inches with a 3¼ inch cutting edge. So again, the El Baraka. Here it is, variation of the douk. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. Have a good day, and I will catch you next time.